Hello, I am so glad to have you here. If you are watching this video, obviously it means you've either made an order or you're in the process of just trying to figure out your makeup, you're coming back and you're trying to figure out how to do this whole thing. Because once you actually have the makeup in your hands, sometimes it's really easy to be like, everything I watched, I don't remember. So I'm here. This is always going to be here. I want to help you succeed. It's not hard once you start getting your fingers in and starting and practicing and going over and over. So first thing I'm doing, so we're going to do a basic hack first. Easy. This is what you can do every day. You can do it more dramatic or not. But I'm going to use our Stay Spray as my primer. This also helps with any product to just help it stay throughout the day. You do not have to use this as a primer. You don't even necessarily have to prime. Everybody's a little different. If you have oily skin, you may want to consider a primer or this as a primer. Like I said, everybody's a little bit different. So now that you're with me, if you have had a color match, usually I'm going to give you two highlights. So a main highlight, a brightening highlight, your lip and your cheek, and a color of contour. That's what I'm going to start with today. So 4 colors. All you need is 4 colors to start. What I'm going to do first, if you have any color correction, which we can discuss, or if you've already had, or if you happen to have this color, then that's awesome. I have a little bit of blue under my eyes, so what I'm going to do is use my Frenchie. I'm going to use it as my lip and cheek color today as well, but it's multi-purpose. So if you don't want to buy 2 different colors, you could buy the Frenchie or just get the Frenchie as a color correction. So what this is going to do is neutralize the blues under my eye. And if you have any other color correction for under the eye, we can sometimes use Bella bronzer to color out the darkness, or we can use Mango, sometimes use Aspen. It all just depends on the coloring under your eyes. But for today, I'm just going to use what I have to correct my problems. My problem area. Well, I have other problems, but okay. So then what we're going to do, this is the order I like to go for starting so that you're not doubling up on product. The purpose of our makeup is that you're putting one seamless layer of makeup on your face so it looks like you've done all the things, all the products, multiple layers, just like traditional foundation. But you're going to get a more beautiful result because it's creating a 3-dimensional image, because traditional makeup only gives one color until you do all the extra things. So what I'm going to go first is into my contour. So you just dab it in. And what you're going to do is find your cheekbone. Find that cheekbone. You can either suck it in or just feel it. And you're going to make a line. Sometimes you don't pick up enough product, so I'm going to go and do that again. And make a line. If it's not perfect, that's okay. That's the beauty of this. So do the same thing. Sometimes they're not quite the same height. There, get that a little bit better. So back into your contour again. And just put a little bit of a shadow. Go right along your hairline. If you have a longer forehead, you can bring it down a little bit. If you have a shorter forehead, you can put just a little line, or you can just put a little bit right here. Back into your contour again. And just under your chin and along your jawline. I'm going to go slow enough so that if you are wanting to do this at the same time, we can go at the same time so you can keep up. Sometimes the tutorials can get so quick that you have to pause and whatever. So we've added our contour, making sure that we make a 3. So I didn't really bring it all the way. So you're going right along your hairline. Kind of can connect it there. You don't have to connect it there if you don't want. But think of a number 3 or letter E along your eyes, under your eyes, along your jaw. So now that we've done that, same brush, I'm using the Detail Hack brush. We're not blending it in. So when I put my contour, I did the thinner end and went under. The cool thing about this brush is you can turn it and see how it fits exactly where I need to be. So then I only have to really do one swipe. So I'm going to go into my main highlight. So same thing, dab, dab, go underneath and go. So same thing on the other side. The thing about this makeup is that you do not want to be putting too much. Otherwise your pores will look larger. You will have it settle in. It can slip off your face and it will just make you feel frustrated. So a way to know that if you're putting too much is if it feels cakey, if it feels heavy, or if you're finding that it's sliding, you're either putting too much or we need to problem solve a little bit. So I'm bringing my main highlight. I like to do my nose. So see, I've only really done 1, 2, 3 areas. So I've dabbed in or touched into my foundation 3 times. Now 4th. Bring it into my forehead. And if you feel like you have a lot of lines or wrinkles, you can stipple it in. So a stippling motion is tapping it in rather than swiping, because it will help press it into your skin for you. Okay, so that's my main highlight. I'm doing it kind of in a T. I've avoided my eye area because that's what my brightening highlight is for. So I'm going to go into that one, same thing, tap in a couple times. And what you want to do is bring it in a triangle motion. So kind of where your contour isn't. You can kind of follow the line of your contour. This is helping cover the Frenchie or the under eye correction that you've done. And it's also going to bring brightness to your eyes. So do over your eyes. And if you have a lot of fine lines, same thing. Stipple, stipple. So you can see that there's a lot of brightness there. So we're going to do the other side. Take your time. You never feel like you need to do this in 5 to 10 minutes. Do it, enjoy it. I enjoy the way it feels having the brush on my face. Giving myself that time in the morning or in the afternoon, like it is for me right now, to just figure it out, play around, making sure you're getting right underneath your lashes. You don't have to do your mascara ahead of time like I just did, but so we've done that. We've done our highlights and now our contour. Now we're going to go into our lip and cheek. So our blush. We're going to do this and dab, dab. So now what we're going to do with the motion while we're adding our blush is we're blending at the same time. So always want to kind of bring that contour up because you want to keep that line. Otherwise the contour is going to go down and it's going to make your face look a little bit more droopy. So what you can do is use the same brush to blend, or I'm just going to use my blush and bronzer brush and just buff it in. This allows you to have seamless connection from your colors. And that's that. So then take your finger or your brush and go into your lip. I have a helper. And that is your basic hack. Get your fingers in there, get your hands in. If you make a mistake, just buff it in, buff it out, blend, blend, blend. And if it's really something that you're not happy with, get a cloth and just wipe it off and start in that area. If you had traditional foundation, you would have to do each layer over and over. But here, you know, if you screwed up right here, you're just gonna add your main highlight there. You can do this, don't be afraid. I got you, and always contact me if you need help. Bye!